Hello, welcome to the Cognizant Crone. We are on today 8 of 365 days of vlogging. So today is a special day, one that's near and dear to my heart. So let me share. Today would have been the, I believe, 78th birthday of my favorite performer, David Bowie. Yay! So listen, don't click off. Even if you don't like Bowie, there's a reason I'm bringing this up. Okay, so story time. But here's what I want to talk about. Because he is no longer with us, he passed in 2016. I want to talk about, as the title suggests of the video, connecting with those beyond the veil. And one of the reasons I'm bringing it up today is because I was such a big Bowie fan, right? I mean, still am, obviously, but here's the thing. I never met him. I have no idea what he's like. Don't know the man or whatever. Love his voice, love his music, all that stuff. I got to see him live in the early 90s, I think it was. So at least I got to see him live once in my life. So I was very grateful for that. But here's the thing. It's one of those things, like, this is going to sound so bizarre, but it's like there was an ability to connect after he passed. Okay? And I'm not talking, like, I'm not saying I'm one of those people who can, like, channel celebrities and stuff. That's a whole other story, so I'll probably do a video on that. But where I'm going with this is, like, you know, every now and then, and think about your favorite performer or actor, someone famous who you've never met in person, probably never will, but would love to. Like, what kind of conversations would you have? What would you want to ask them? What would you want to do? You know, kind of thing. And keep it clean, right? In your mind, you can do whatever you want, but keep it clean for here. And it's like having the ability to do that once they're gone. Which may sound really strange, but it's kind of how I felt. Like I said, it's not like channeling. I know there are people, oh, I channel this person, that person. Yeah, good for you, whatever. But it's like having that two-way conversation, or at least a one-way conversation. So the premise of the video is connecting beyond the veil. So put celebrities and stuff aside for a moment. I'll come back to this story because I thought it was kind of cool when this realization and revelation came to me. But, like, think about loved ones that have passed, right? People you know, whether it's like grandparents or parents or, God forbid, like anybody really, but I mean, we all got to go sometime. Siblings, friends, cousins, aunts, uncles, it doesn't matter, right? Do you take the time to have conversations with those who have passed on? Even if you're not getting an answer, you might be going, well, I'm not psychic, so I can't talk to my dead people, right? It's like, you actually can. And the more you talk to them, the more there is a possibility that you might get some kind of an answer. And let's touch on that for a minute, just because it's fun. Like, I know it's a sad topic when we're talking about people who have passed on, but it's kind of a cool thing to be able to still have a connection with them. So when you've passed on and you've, you know, gone back to spirit or gone to heaven or Stovacor, whatever you believe, right? Yeah. If you know, you know. Threw that out there for fun to see who's going to respond to that. Wherever you go, like once you die, right? Knowing that you can still have those conversations and connect, to me, is a really important thing. Knowing that there's something after this physical human life is kind of what gives me the comfort, knowing that when someone is gone, that they're not really gone, right? So if I believe that, then why can't I still talk to them? Sure I can. I talk to my dead people, not all the time, but I'll talk to my dead people. And so today, I said happy birthday to Mr. Bowie. I'm like, hey, happy birthday, right? Happy heavenly birthday or whatever. And here's the interesting thing that made me think about celebrities and whatnot. This story, okay, I'm going to go back in time a little bit. So this is January 11th of 2016. Okay. And this is significant because it is my birthday. Okay, so his birthday's the 8th, mine's the 11th, so it's just a couple days later. Well, he made it to his 69th birthday, which was 2016, which was the 8th, and he passed, I think he passed on the 10th. It was like, or the 9th or 10th, I think it was the 10th. It was like a day or two later. I'm pretty sure it's the 10th, which was a Sunday. I think it was a Sunday, because the Monday, the 11th, or whatever day it was, the 11th was my birthday, and I love my birthday. I love my birthday. We're going to have an upcoming episode. Well, spoiler alert, in 3 days, that's going to touch on that. I love my birthday. So I wake up on my birthday. It's a story time, right? It's a kind of a funny one too. So I wake up on my birthday and I'm all happy. It's my birthday, blah, blah, blah. And then, and then the first person who knew me called me for my birthday. It was one of my sisters. She's like, oh, happy birthday. She said, oh, yeah, guess who died? Dave Bowie or whatever. I'm like, what? What? What do you mean? And she's like, oh, you like him, don't you? And I'm like, yes. What do you do? So she felt kind of bad. And I'm like, listen, get over it. Okay, the shock wears off or whatever, and so on and so forth. But the funny part, it's not funny that he passed, right? But the funniest part was I found out after the fact that most of the people who knew me are like, I don't want to call her for her birthday. I don't want to call her for her birthday, because they were afraid that I would be upset because David Bowie died. And yes, of course I was. It was sad to hear that. But it was kind of funny, right? And then it was like within weeks of his passing, like I remember kind of having a moment going, I can actually talk to him. That's kind of cool. I'm never going to respond, perhaps, but it's kind of a fun thing to do. So I have done that, right? So don't think that you can't. Like if you're a big fan of Freddie Mercury, have a chat with Freddie. Why not? Right? I think it's fun. I think it's a really cool thing to do. Like I said, even if you don't get a response, maybe, here's something else. I'll put this out there. If you are unsure of how to connect to people, or if you're connecting to people, like I said, talk to them. Have that conversation and talk to them. And then what might happen is you may actually get some kind of a psychic response. You might see, hear, smell, taste something, whatever. Or like for me, I know a lot of people will come to me in my dreams. So you might have a dream where you're having a conversation with them. And there's a chance, because I don't believe in coincidences, so we'll just say there's probably a good chance that sparking that conversation, right? Having that conversation might have sparked them going, oh, let's have a chat with them. Well, how am I going to do that? I'm talking from the people up there, right? Okay, how am I going to talk to this human? I got to lower my vibration. They got to raise theirs, whatever. I'll just go to them in a dream, right? It can happen that way. Or you'll see some kind of a reference to that person. If we're talking about celebrities, but even people you know, there might be a reference to that person like the next day. You might, if it's a singer like David Bowie, tomorrow I might hear a Bowie song, like randomly. You know what I mean? It's that kind of a thing. So I just wanted to talk about that today because I think it's a fun thing, and it can be a very comforting thing, right? Especially if you've lost someone recently. And just knowing that it's possible to still connect, I think is a powerful thing. And hopefully something that is comforting as well. So there you go. That's it. To connect beyond the veil. Do you do it? Have you tried? If you have, tell me the results. If you haven't, tell me who you'd like to talk to. Who'd you like to have that conversation with? And you know what? Go ahead and do that. All right, another short one. We're going to leave it there. So, wrapping up day number 8. Hey, I'd love to have you like, share, subscribe, comment. All of that stuff helps the channel. And we will see you tomorrow for day 9. Bye.